Hi, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to your Lord's Day Sunday evening daily bread Devo for episode 3 or 545. No, 4. Sorry, I made a mistake. I think I said this morning's video was 545. I just went and put the title on it, so now when I get done I have to go change the number. I'd already put 545 on it, so. But today is episode 544, part 2, your daily bread Devo for your Lord's Day Sunday, November 21st, 2021. We're going to be talking about Labrador Angel from Monica LaRose. L-A-R-O-S-E, LaRose. And of course, Monica is M-O-N-I-C-A. I know a few Monicas. Shout out to all the Monicas out there that I know. I have one that's married to a church. The original pastor of my local church, Grace Bible Baptist, in Leesburg, here in Leesburg. His son is married to a Monica. Then I have a Monica that I went to Word of Life with in 2012 and 13. She used to have one name when she was at Word of Life, but now she just recently got married. So Monica Spitman, something like that. And I think there might be a few other Monicas that I know, but I can't remember. I do know some more Monicas, but I can't remember the ones I'm trying to talk about. But if your name is Monica and I knew you, I give you a shout out. So I just have to make sure I tag those Monicas and then the thing to all of the Monicas. This is a video shout out. Watch the beginning of the video for a video shout out. But shout out to all the Monicas that I know. And the ones that know me. They'll know. But before I get into this, I kind of forgot to say something in this morning's video. In the morning video, which I just finished, it's basically finished loading as of recording this one. I haven't got it edited and secured in its spot yet, but I will once I get this one done and get it. As it's loading, I'll try to get the title and the playlist made up, or to put it on to list it for the playlist, and then I'll go back to edit the other one to get it secured in its spot for 8 o'clock. But I meant to say this I was going to say it in the first video anyway. Yesterday, on Saturday, this is now officially Sunday. Me recording these videos is Sunday because it's almost 2:30 right now as I'm talking right now on this video. 2:30 a.m. on Sunday morning. On early Sunday morning. But yesterday morning, I'd already woke up, laying in bed watching a little TV, just laying there trying to wake up. My phone jingles, so okay. Not thinking. Well, I get laid down and says, I wonder why my phone went off like that. I wonder who that was. Because it sounded like it was the text messaging jingle that went off on that. Because I have a system that I could text and make phone calls, but I have to be on a Wi-Fi signal right now to use it because I don't have a regular phone network to be able to make calls outside the Wi-Fi signal. So, but I have to have Wi-Fi to make phone calls and do text messaging. So, but my little text messaging jingle went off, and I was like, and I just thought it was just an ordinary text messages from one of the other places, like Circle K or something like one of those every spur of the moment messages. So I get it and I says, let me just check it. Or I think I went to check something on the phone to do something. Probably to share it. Go ahead and get the video. Yesterday morning video shared on Facebook. And then I know that be here at 2 o'clock for interview. And it was the Denny's restaurant that's right down the road from my house that I've been to a couple of times the last 3 or 4 weeks to get. I ordered some food and brought it home to eat here at the house. And the other day I went to Walmart to get something, and it got a little too late for me to bring home some stuff to cook for supper. So, and I should have called while I was at Walmart to tell my mom about it, but I got over there, got on their Wi-Fi signal just to make the call because they had a free, I guess, Wi-Fi link. So I got on there, called her, asked her if she wanted me to pick something here at Denny's to bring home. She said, I did bring something, because I had the money, so I had to double check with her to make sure it was all right. But they had a little sign that said text this word DEN, part of the word Denny's, to this number, and they would send you a link to the job application for Denny's. So I did that. While I was waiting after I made my order, I sat down and got the application started, and I got halfway done, and the food was ready. So I got it, put it in the basket, and brought it on home. Well, when I got home, put the food up, got the food distributed. I pulled the application back up because I left off, and I finished it up. Well, see, what was it? Wednesday or Thursday? I got a phone. I had a phone call. I didn't answer it, but then it came through as a voicemail. Not a voicemail, a text message. Then the number come through, and it was the same people, and left me messages. You can either call me at this number, or text me from this number. So we were been a couple of days, we gone back and forth. He was a couple of days off, and I had texted him yesterday to see if he wanted for me to drop by. I had to go to Walmart to pick up another couple things to bring home, and I wanted to see if he needed me to drop by, talk to him. And then he come back and told me that the person at the position that I had applied for put in for 2 weeks notice, but then decided didn't want to go, didn't want to leave. So, but this morning, I guess the person was supposed to show up sometime today or for Saturday, and he didn't show up. So the guy texted me, told me to be there at 2:30. But it was just like a meet interview. Like, he just wanted to talk to me, tell me what was going on, and get a base idea of what kind of person I was. And then he said the guy didn't show up for a shift. He said he was going to give him another shot. If he doesn't show up for another shift, then that position will be open, and then he'll call me back and maybe go down there and maybe really discuss going to work. So I may be going to work pretty soon at Denny's. So, but be praying about that and everything. Sorry for rambling on about that, but I had to get it out. Had to get it off my chest so people can understand. But just pray that the position comes through. Because if the guy misses one more time, misses another shift, the guy is gone, and the position is probably going to be mine. Because ain't nobody else that, I don't think there's anybody else that filled it out. And he knows I'm close. He knows I'm within a hop, skip, and a jump from the restaurant, and I'll be right there. So, give him one more chance. If he doesn't show up, he'll call me back and tell me to come in and talk to him about going to work, I guess. I hope. But that's that. I got it off my chest. Now let's get back to it. If you're excited about another daily bread passage, smash that like button. Comment what you like about the daily bread, or any positive, encouraging comment will do. Subscribe if you're new. Click on turn the notifications on, and share the video and channel with your family and friends and help me reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers, which is 40 days from now. So, but Labrador Angel from Monica LaRose, derived from Psalm 143. So in 2019, Cat Dashwood and his sweet, excuse me, my nose is clogging up a little bit, sorry about that, and his sweet black lab companion, Chayla, Chaela, Shayla, Shay, in memory of his lab who died, and La is Dashwood's abbreviation for Labrador Angel. Shayla. That's how you pronounce. That's how it's pronounced. Shayla. Chae is in honor of another dog that died, and then the La is Labrador Angel. So it's Shay's Labrador Angel is this new dog. So it's accomplished something remarkable, which they reached a mountain summit each day for 365 consecutive days. They went up a mountain 365 days straight. Dashwood has a moving story to tell. He left home at 16, explaining simply bad family life. But these past wounds led him to find healing elsewhere. He explains, sometimes when you're disappointed by people, you turn to something else. You know, for Dashwood, mountain climbing and the unconditional love of his black lab companion has been a big part of that something else. And for those of us like myself, is the author, who deeply love our animal companions, a big piece of why we do is the sweet, utterly unconditional love they pour out. A kind of love that's rare. But I like to think that the love they effortlessly give points to a much greater and deeper reality than the failures of others. God's unshakable, boundless love upholding the universe. And I've had many animals, but few animals in my life that were a joy to have an animal. I wish we had an animal right now to have something better to take care of, and something that was excited every time you turn around. But we don't have the funds right now to do that. So, but I've had a few animals in my life. Just before we went to moved up to Georgia in '95. Oh, wait a minute. It had to be. That was one of the longest animal companions we ever had. We had an orange tabby cat. We were living where we lived at in 2012 when I got enrolled at Word Life. We lived on that road in another house. But when we lived in that house before we moved to Georgia in '95. One of the longest animals we had. Almost 10 years we had that animal. That's a long time to have an animal. But the orange tabby cat We somehow we had our back door slightly ajar into our backyard. And we're sitting there in the living room, me and I think it was my brother, or my brother was in his room and somebody else was in the living room. We're sitting there watching some program, I don't remember what it was at the time. But all of a sudden this cat just strolled in the back door and into the living room. It's like, well, hey kitty, where'd you come from? And she never left again. And we called her Goldie. Still miss that cat. I don't know whatever happened to her. But we had her right up to 2003. 2003, 2004. I don't remember. We were in an apartment in Ringo, Georgia, up in North Georgia, in Ringo. And we had her. We was up on a second floor apartment, and we let her. We let her out all the time. She'd go down the stairs, go find a tree, a little area in the bushes or something. Went to the bathroom. We'd give her a good 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes, and we'd go back out there and call her name. She'd come right back up. Well, then one day we let her out to go do her thing, and we went out back out to call her up. She never come back. So we waited a little while. We went back out there, called her again. Never come back up. And it's like she just disappeared. And we had another one that we had another one when we was living there in the area where I went to the school, high school. We went up to my aunt's house in Macon when we was living down there. I mean that animal, the cat was still with us, but we had we was standing outside the house one day at my aunt's house. There was a vehicle that pulled up and was down 5 or 6 houses down from where we were. Pulled up, stopped. The people got out and we didn't see what they were doing. They did something, we don't know what it was at the initial time, but they got back in there and drove off. So we thought, what are they doing down there? So I walked down there to look the section where they were. Didn't see nothing. I kept looking around at the vehicle they were standing around. And all of a sudden I see something moving under the vehicle, and it was an animal moving under the vehicle. And I bend down and look, and like, there's a dog. A Pekingese dog. And this dog was born with no eye. With one eye. That's how she was born. She was born one-eyed. And I coaxed her out and got her and brought her back to my mom. We brought her home. We kept her for a few years, and then we moved around the trailer park a couple times with her, and in the house we was in before we, I think, come back to Georgia. Before we went to North Georgia. I don't remember. I think it was before we went to North Georgia. Before me and my dad went. Yeah, it was me and my dad, because my mom had already up there. My brother had already went up. And there was me and my brother come down or some friends of ours came over and picked us up and loaded up the vehicle and took us up. But she had gotten under like one of those cold winter sometime winter time, and she got it up under the thing. She'd been with us a while, and she had the skin condition too, so she scratched and itched all the time. And we had no idea how to fix it, so. But she got out of the house one night and never came out from under the house. She froze. I went out the next day to look for her. I saw her sitting there. I kept calling her. She wasn't moving. So I got down on my knees, climbed up under there, and she was stiff as a board. But we still had our cat still then, so. Then we got out of the apartment, moved into a trailer park just down a little further down the road before we moved to before I went to Job Corps, and my grandmother got hold of a little Jack Russell dog, and I think that was the last animal we had at that time. But I'm gonna quit rambling on about the animals. But we've had an eclectic. We had our cat Goldie, and we had our Pekingese dog. We named her, and I don't know how we spelled it. We just called her Jeannie. I don't know whether we used it like a short form of Jennifer, or we said Jeannie like a genie in a bottle. I don't know whether we said it like that. With the G. I don't remember how we never did have to spell it. We just used the name. And then the little Jack Russell that my grandmother had, that we had to help take care of. But that little dog's name was Cricket, because the dog moved around, jumped around like a cricket. So, but I still miss all those animals, and we had to take Cricket to some. We gave her away to somebody that we couldn't take her with us when we moved. So we took them over there. I mean, we had her when we moved over into Lafayette, but soon enough we would get ready to move back to Florida, so we had to get rid of her. So we gave her to somebody, and then we found out later her and one of the other the little small dogs they had, got out and either got snake bit or got hold of something which killed them. It wasn't Cricket. It was one of the other small dogs got a hold of it. Either got snake bit or something, and it wound up dying from it. So, but I still miss those animals. I still don't know where Goldie got off to. So, but let me get back to it. I'm way over 20 minutes now. So let me get back to finishing this up. Sorry for rambling about the animals, but hey, when you get on a subject, you want to talk about it. You want to get it off your chest and let everybody know about your companions, your animal companions. So in Psalm 143, as many of his prayers, it's only David's faith in the unshakable, unfailing love in verse 12 that teeters him to hope in the time when he feels utterly alone. But a lifetime of walking with God gives him just enough strength to trust that the morning will bring me word of your unfailing love. Verse 8. And verse 8 actually says, let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love. So about the same wording. There's a few missing words on that line. So just enough hope to trust again and to let God lead the way to pass unknown. Like it says in morning, verse 8. So what signs of God's unfailing, unending love do you see in the world around you? And have your experiences of the love of God through others, or even animal companions, given you renewed hope and courage? I believe I can answer that. about the animal companions? Yes. They change your life. They give you an extra person to worry about. So, but ponder on those questions by saying this. Loving God, thank you for showing me how to believe in love and joy again. Help me to be the channel of that hope for others. Amen. So that's all I have. Sorry for the long rambling sessions, but I just had to tell you about my animal companions. But your next part 2 daily bread passage for Monday, November 22nd, episode 545, 545 part 2. We're going to be talking about true worshipers from John Blase, however you say it, Blase, Blase. So, but your daily Bible reading, your Bible reading for this one is Ezekiel 16 to 17 and James chapter 3. Uh-oh. Did I put wrong verse in yesterday's? Uh-oh. Ooh, I better go back and change it. I can always go back and change it. It won't take much to change it. But and like I said, tomorrow is the video 42 of the Dove video series for Monday, November 22nd, episode 545, part 1. Your Days of Praise passage. And we're going to be talking about the danger of willful sin. Starting with Numbers 15:31. I don't think I didn't even say the verse section in this morning's video. So I hope you enjoy it. I love you and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the longer video. But sometimes there's a part that you just get rambling on and you forget. You forget your recording, so you try to shorten it down some. So, but sorry for the long video again. But hope you enjoy it. And if you have an animal companion, past or present, put that in the comment section below. Let me know about your animal companion. Past, if it's past, let me know the name and when you lost him. And if it's present, tell me when you got him and how long you had him so far. How long you've had him. That'd be a good thing for your daily comment on this one. What are your animal companion names and how long you had them? And if you no longer have them, tell them how long it's been since you've lost them. So that'd be a good job. So, but until next time, I love you and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Keep on keeping on and trusting God. He'll keep you safe in all you say and do. And until tomorrow, peace out, everybody. Goodbye. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your Lord's Day, Sunday evening. Come back tomorrow for another fantastic Monday. And more chances to learn from the Bible. And to learn what God wants us to know. So, but until tomorrow, everybody, goodbye.